Hello, everyone. Welcome to Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanas. This is episode 133, season 6, and today's date is May 29th, 2022. And today I have another podcast episode. I did one yesterday. And today I will discuss my memories of news anchor woman Kathy McFarland, who did the news on WFLD-TV, Channel 32. She was there briefly, and but she was very memorable to me and to most people that do remember her. And I'll talk about my memories of her, a little background about her. Also, I will talk about Fayva shoes. Remember Fayva? They were very popular and well liked by the general public, and I'll discuss that. Right now, the program will go into commercial break. This program is brought to you by Whisk detergent, and it's famous for its ring around the collar. And here's a commercial from 1979. Enjoy, everybody.
Hey, I got all three rings.
That's not the only rings you got. You got ring around the collar. Yep, ring around the collar.
Those dirty rings. You try spraying, even scrubbing with powders, and still you've got...
Ring around the collar.
Try Whisk. Whisk sinks in and starts to clean before you start to wash, then gets your whole wash clean.
This time, you deserve the prize.
I do.
No more ring around the collar.
Use Whisk around the collar for ring around the collar. Every time.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Whisk detergent. Give you a little history about that detergent. It was around for a long, long time. It was introduced in 1956, and it was famous for its commercials. My mother used it all the time, and it was true. It did get rid of the rings around your collar, and it was a good detergent. Unfortunately, it's gone. They discontinue it, and they discontinued it in 2017, and they replaced it with Persil. Persil was an old product. I think I remember that, but Whisk, gone. It was gone, and that's too bad. And also, the slogan for Ring Around the Collar was introduced in 1968. And a lot of people complained, was criticized, because of like the husbands blamed the wives, for doing that, which is ridiculous. It's not. you, and then when you wear your collar like I do, if you wear a shirt and, it gets dirty. It happens all the time. So, but Whisk is gone. That's too bad. It's a good product. Okay. At the top of the program, I said I was going to talk about my memories of Kathy McFarland from WFLD TV Channel 32, and also Fayva shoes. Right now, I will talk about Kathy McFarland, and I don't know much history about her. I don't know where she was born, where she went to school, but I gathered some information yesterday, and this is all I know and what I can find. That she started doing the news in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that was about in the early 1970s. And then she moved to Chicago. She was I think she was the anchor woman at WLS Radio. I think AM, I believe, but I don't know if she did that first time with the 32. I think she did, or at the same time. And then Channel 32 hired her. And at the time, there wasn't a news hour, really, because Channel 32 showed old reruns. Channel 9 had the news. They had it at 10 o'clock. Briefly during the day. And then in 1980, they started the 9 o'clock news. They did that, just to compete with the other news channels. And Channel 32 started doing the news much later. But they did have news bulletins, news updates. So they hired Kathy McFarland, and she did the news every 5 minutes during the evening hours, during the reruns. And the reruns I remember at the time was MASH, Happy Days. It was Happy Days again, they call it that. All in the Family, Sanford and Son. I can't think of others. I think the Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man, Wonder Woman. Yeah, man, maybe Wonder Woman. No, that was earlier. And when I first saw her, I was about in high school, just about towards ending that at Bogan High School. She was very pretty, and she presented the news very well, very well spoken. Like I said, she was a very pretty woman, and she did that for from I think about 1979 to 1983, so about 4 or 5 years she was there, and then all of a sudden she was gone, and then which was a shame, because I liked her. And I've asked people, especially my brother who lives in California, and I said, "Do you remember her?" And he said, "Yes, I do remember her." And after that, from what I understand, she moved to Florida, I believe. She did she was on the radio and did the news for a while, and then that's about it. I don't know if she was married. I have no idea, or had children. And then she had some accident. And then her foot was amputated. I don't know if it was a car accident or someone said a helicopter accident. I'm not sure. It could be either that. And she had to take care of her mother. She was sick and she lived in Florida. And so I don't know that the accident affected her career. Maybe it did. I don't know. And then, unfortunately, she passed away. And let's see, she died in 2012. So let's see. Yeah, she died in 2012, and I think June. And you know what? It was announced on Facebook. It really was. So let's see. This is what I found the other day, and this was on the Facebook group, the Chicago's WLS Radio History. And it says here she passed away at the age of 61. It was June 2012. It could have been before. And it said here she was the news anchor from 79 to 1983. She was also heard on the radio. And, it said she worked in Milwaukee. And then, so that was a shame, it was a shame. And it's a shame that I didn't know much information about her. I guess she was a very private person. I don't know what were behind the scenes what was going on. But, so there's another famous news anchor that passed away, in the annals of Chicago's history. But if you do remember her, that's great. So if you tune in once this episode is published, you can listen in what I said, and you can comment if you're about your memories about her, which will be kind of cool. Okay. Next up, I'm going to talk about Fayva shoes. Oh, before we get into that, I'm sorry. I have a little audio of Kathy McFarland presenting the news. It's about a minute and a half. And it's she said she read the headlines from 1981, and it's also included a commercial for Spectrum pay TV, like on TV. So that's part of the commercial. So I'm going to play that right now, and then I will talk about Fayva shoes. So I apologize for that. So here is a clip from channel 32 WFLD-TV news scene with Kathy McFarland from 1981. Enjoy, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Chicago Police Superintendent Richard Brezik says more than 100 arrests may result from a continuing federal probe into local chop shop operations. Today, Chicago Police and the FBI raided 3 alleged stolen auto parts outlets. There may soon be a new outlet for spending your hard-earned money. The CTA staff is proposing a 50-cent surcharge for suburban riders.
Don't miss Chicago's most incredible pay TV offer ever. Spectrum. 3 free months of blockbuster movies like Kramer vs. Kramer, Final Countdown, and Caddyshack. Plus exclusive sports and concerts, all at no additional charge. Don't wait. Call 952-1000 now and get 3 months free your first year. Only on Spectrum, the entertainment service that gives you more.
I'm Kathy McFarland, Channel 32 News. And now back to Mike Lederman and all the boys out at the Rosemont Horizon for more halftime festivities.
Thank you, Kathy. Back at the Horizon, we're just about ready for the second half. We'll take a look at some first half highlights and get ready to start the second 20 minutes right after this. Stay tuned.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that clip, courtesy of Fuzzy TV Memories by Rick Klein. Thank you very much, Rick. And you can find a lot of clips featuring Kathy McFarland on YouTube. If you do a search, or do a search Fuzzy TV Memories and then do a search there, you would find her. And I watched most of them. And it's nice to go back, with the news. And she also hosted a TV special called Scared Straight, and it was from 1979. I saw a little of that. I want to watch the whole thing, but she was very good. She was a good hostess. I was very impressed, And like I said, if you're interested, please go onto YouTube and check it out. Okay. Next up, I'll talk about Fayva shoes, excuse me. And I don't know much about the history of this company. All I know is it was not from Chicago. It was from Massachusetts, probably Boston. And it was introduced in the early 1970s, maybe late 60s. And then they brought it then it became nationwide, and especially in the Chicago market in the 70s. And that was like mid 70s. And I remember the commercials for that. And I found a ad that lists all the locations. I'm not going to read all of them, just a few. I'll read off that. And it was funny. And so I'll just read just the suburbs, but not the real locations. So if there's one that was interesting, so I'll let you know. So it was in Addison. This is the suburbs: Addison, Arlington Heights, Aurora, Bloomingdale. It was also in Countryside, Dalton, 2 in Downers Grove, Elgin, Evergreen Park. It was right near. It was at 103rd and Western, right near that. I remember that location. Also in Franklin Park, Hanover Park, Hartwood Heights. Hillside, Homewood, Joliet, Kankakee, Lake Zurich, Lincolnwood, Madison, Mount Prospect, Mundelein, Naperville, Niles, Northbrook, and Park Forest, Oak Park, and Schaumburg, Tinley Park, at the Brementown Mall, and Villa Park, Wheaton, Worth, and Zion. And they were located in there was one coming soon in Palos Heights and Naperville, but there were a few in Indiana: Crown Point, Gary, Griffith, Hammond. What else? Portage. Let's see what else. Maryville. In Chicago, let's see. It was in the Brickyard Mall up in the north side, and a few in the north side neighborhoods, in the Lakeview area. There was also near North Riverside Park, North Riverside Mall. It was there by the corner of that. Oh no, it says Serlick of Harlem. That's not Chicago. I don't know where they got that. That's a mistake. There was one in Bridgeport. Also, there was one in my old neighborhood in Roseland. It was at 11141 South Michigan. I do remember this. I used to see that, but I left the area before that. There was also on Devon Avenue on the north side, on Avery Park. Also at Fort City, at the mall, near the cinema, and Minnesota Fabrics. Do you remember that store? Yeah. And let's see, did I leave one out? Oh, of course. And it was at State Street. And there's a photo. I have a photo of that showing that. And it was right during the even before when State Street Mall, it became a mall in 79, when Jane Byrne was a mayor, that, and it still looks like that. Okay. And I will get into more information about Fayva, my memories of Fayva. But first, I'm going to play a commercial for Fayva shoes, and this is from 1983. It's featured Sarah Purcell. She was I think she was a spokesperson for that for a while. So here is from, like I said, from a commercial from 1983. Enjoy.
Fayva knows what's happening in the world of fashion, and Fayva gets those new looks to you fast.
For only $18, kick up your heels and save with Fayva's special purchase.
You get the latest styles with that big Fayva difference value.
These partygoers are colorful, elegant, sophisticated, and just $18. But hurry, these exciting new holiday favorites will be $23.96 after this special event.
Shop smart. Come in and get the best selection now. Is that my style?
A little smarter at Fayva.
Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Fayva shoes that features Sarah Purcell. She was a very pretty lady, and I remember her from the TV series Real People, aired on NBC, WMAQ-TV, Channel 5, and that was produced by George Schlatter. He did Laugh-In, Rowan Warren's Laugh-In, and he did that. And I remember Real People. I had memories of that. They had... I'll throw some names. They had John Barber. There was Skip Stevenson, Byron Allen. I think Fred Willard was on for a while, and there was somebody else. I can't think of the top of my head. And it was a good show. I liked it. It was like sort of reality show at the time. They showed Real People, but it was fun to watch, and it ran about a few years, just about 4 or 5 years. I don't know what Sarah Purcell is doing now. I have no idea. She disappeared, Anyway, so back to Fayva. I read off the locations of the Fayva's, Fayva stores. My memories of the story, I love their shoes. I bought gym shoes. I bought dress shoes, casual shoes, all during grade school, high school, especially high school. And I remember the store. It was at Fort City. It was right by the cinema, right near Minnesota Fabrics, by the bowling alley. Also, in the 80s, it opened one in Chicago Ridge Mall by the Commons area. I bought shoes there. And they advertised it frequently all through the 70s, 80s. But then they filed for Chapter 11 in 1991, excuse me. And it'd linger on for a while, and then it just disappeared. It was gone. I'm not sure. Someone's mentioned this to me. Maybe they were bought by Payless. I think they were. I can't confirm that, but Payless is gone. Payless shoes. I heard they might make a comeback. Anyway, and so that was, it's a shame about Fayva, because I remember, I remember the gym shoes that they were blue, and I think they're called Jocks, but I think Kenny Shoes advertised that, but they were in the same style like that. And, dress shoes or casual shoes. I used to wear casual shoes at high school all the time like that. And then, sometimes kids make fun of you. You bought it at Fayva. Or, you would go to like a high class shoe store. Oh, come on. We're just kids. We didn't have money. What difference does it make? It's kind of silly. And then, I do remember once going to Fort City. I think I did. I went with my mom or probably with her and probably myself. I always bought shoes like that. And, other shoe stores were gone, like Kinney's and Tom McCann. I think Tom McCann still made, because I saw that at Walmart. I think they're still there. They still made, but I think they're elsewhere like that. And then there was Floorshine shoes. They were good shoes. I like that. Father and Son, I believe. I remember that. And there was one shoe store at Fort City that I remember was Baker's. What I remember that is I applied for a job there when I was in high school. Twice turned down. I never got in. They didn't want me. But I bought a couple I bought a couple pairs at one time. They were good, but they were gone as well. And and let's see, there was another shoe store I can't think of. Well, it'll come to me. Anyway, so that's a little brief history of Fayva. Sorry about that. But I also mentioned other shoe stores, and Kinney's is gone. That's a shame. Maybe I'll talk about more about that in another episode. Anyway, so thank you for joining me today on this wonderful episode. I talked about my memories of Kathy McFarland, who was the news anchor at WFLD-TV Channel 32 in Chicago. Also, Fayva Shoes. And like I said, I did another podcast episode today. I did one yesterday. Probably do one Tuesday. We'll see. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'll do my walk. I've been walking for the past few days. I resumed that on Tuesday. Health-wise, I'm still doing okay. I will see my urologist Wednesday. He's going to tell me for the procedure of the operation on June 9th for my kidney stone and other things. So just want to get it over with. Let's see, but I'm doing well. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host. Excuse me, Pete Costanis, your host of Chicagoland Stories. And thank you for joining me again. And everyone have a good day. And here's a little traveling music from Ray Rayner, as always, saying bye-bye for now. And here's bye-bye now for me. So long, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Thank you. So long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.